When I think of Africa by itself, I think of ingenuity. I think of creativity. I think of forerunner. I think of beauty, joy. And so to put all of those together and have it be something that's built in Africa, I think it's something that represents and reflects all of those things, because that is really who we are as a people. And so when we are in charge of building and mapping out our own futures and benefiting the world, I think the world reaps the benefits of all of these.
You've landed at the right place. Welcome to the Built in Africa podcast, where we connect trailblazers of the African diaspora through the unifying language of tech. Today, we're joined by Diana Wilson, the founder of Yielding Accomplished African Women. Let's begin. Two choices: take a stand or accept things the way they are. Listen as Diana gives us insight on how her decision to take a stand led to the creation of Yielding Accomplished African Women, Yaa W for short.
I went to Ghana through a study abroad at UVA, and we were studying business. So we went to all the top businesses where UVA alum were or where we had connections to, and it was really like the creme de la creme of Ghana, both local companies and multinationals. And the amount of women I saw was just, negligible. And at first it was surprising to me. But then I realized, I'm usually that person who's the only Black woman in the room or the only Black person in the room. And in studying women, gender, sexuality studies, this is what I study and wrote about every day. So It was at that point where I realized that I just couldn't know that this was an issue and stand there and be complacent with it, or stand there and be superficial in the way I tried to attack it. There had to be some things that I did directly that would impact women on the continent, and that would lead to a generational shift. So as we impact women now, by the time 10, 20 years from now, these are the same women that should be the leaders in all of these firms that we visited, right? Ideally.
Yeah.
And so that's how I came up with Yielding Accomplished African Women. And it's named after Yaa which is a Ghanaian feminist heroine. And so that's why it's Yaa W for short. And what we seek to do is build the largest ecosystem of African female developers, machine learning, data science engineers, and financial analysts who will use their skills, their grit, and the economic freedom that we help to provide them to impact their lives, the lives of their communities, and hopefully the entire world. And we really stand on the adage that, you educate a woman and you educate an entire community or an entire country, because there's just so many ways that women impact and influence a lot of people around them. And so if we can be able to support these women to not worry about money and, financial concerns and basic needs, on the hierarchy of needs type, then we can propel them to do greater things in life and for themselves and for everyone.
Were you empowered to get a job or prepared to be a well-rounded professional? Most would probably answer saying that they were empowered to get a job and had to learn a lot of things along the road. Learn how Yaa W is empowering its members to not only gain opportunities, but to also be well-rounded professionals.
The level of knowledge that I've learned about my intersections in Ghana, in the US, on a theoretical level through school, has really given me and my insights and experiences has really given me like a very strong understanding of the skills needed to be successful at a job. I've dealt with, racist people at work. I've dealt with amazing managers. I've seen so many of my friends do extremely well. I've seen myself do extremely well. And in all of these things, I could tie back to like specific attributes or specific things or specific attitudes that they had that contributed to their great success. And so I wanted to take all of that and put that into curriculum. And then adding the cultural awareness and understanding of what it means to be a woman was so important. Like, you can teach anyone Excel, that's fine. You can teach anyone to code, that's fine. But when you go to Google, when you go to the Goldman Sachs of the world, when you go to a local startup, you're going to have to deal with culture. And the culture can totally derail any performance you could ever show, even if you were the best coder in the world. So I wanted to attack that by making our program more unique to the things that schools really, I don't know if they don't have time or they don't have teachers or what, but schools really don't teach you. Like, they don't really teach you a lot of those intangible skills on how to take care of yourself mentally, like with mindfulness. They don't really teach you how to manage up and how to build your brand and how to network effectively. You always have to kind of figure it out on your own. And with African women, I just felt like there's so many barriers. And so taking this one down would be the most effective.
And that's it for this episode. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the full article on our website, builtinafrica.io, found in the description. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to our email list so we may keep you updated with the latest. And until next time, keep building.